You don't have a confident problem. You have a self-abandonment problem. And nobody is telling you that. Hey everyone, welcome back. I am Swatie and today I need you to stay with me for the next few minutes because this one is going to sit with you. We talk about self-belief like it's something you either give or you don't. Like some people were just born with this unshakable knowing that they are enough and the rest of us are just waiting for it to arrive. But I want to tell you something today that nobody told me for a very long time. That believing in yourself is not a feeling. It is a decision you make over and over and over again, especially on the days it feels impossible. So let's get into it. Most of us were never taught to believe in ourselves. We were taught to perform, to get the grades, to get the approval, to shrink when we are too loud or when we were too loud, or push harder when we were not enough. We were taught that your worth is something you earn, not something you already have. So when people say just believe in yourself, you are sitting there going, believe in what exactly? Nobody gave me the evidence. Nobody showed me the proof. And I get it. I genuinely do. But here is what I need you to understand. You have been waiting for outside validation to give you permission to trust yourself. The job, the relationship, the number on the scales, the followers, the approval of a parent who may never give it. And all that waiting, it is costing you your life. Because here is the truth. No amount of external proof will ever be enough if you haven't made the internal decision first. You could have everything on paper and still feel empty. You could have nothing and still feel completely whole. So first it starts inside. It has always started inside. I want to ask you something and I want you to be very honest with yourself. When was the last time you genuinely believed, like really believed that you could do something? Not hoped, not wished, believed. Because somewhere along the way, most of us had knocked out of us. There was a moment, maybe it was small, maybe it was massive, maybe someone laughed at your dream. Maybe you failed at something and decided that failure was a reflection of who you are and not just something that happened. Maybe you loved someone and they left and some part of you decided, see, this is the proof that I'm not enough. And you carried that moment forward into every room you walked into, every opportunities you almost took, every version of yourself you almost become but talked yourself out of. That moment is not the truth about you. That moment was one data point and you build in an entire belief system around it. So the version of you that stopped believing, she was protecting herself. She was doing the best she could. And I'm not judging her. I'm not. But she is not who you have to be anymore. Self-belief doesn't look like what Instagram tells you it looks like. It is not waking up every morning feeling unstoppable. It is not having zero doubts. It is not walking into every room like you own it. That is not real. And honestly, that is not the goal. Real self-belief looks like applying for the very thing when your stomach is in knots. It looks like saying, I don't know how yet, but I trust that I will figure it out. It looks like doing the scary things, not because the fears is gone, but because you have decided your growth matters more than your comfort. So real belief looks like keeping promise to yourself. That is it. That's the whole thing. Because every time you say you are going to do something and you don't do it, you are teaching yourself that you cannot be trusted. And how do you believe in someone you don't trust? But every single time you follow through, even on something tiny, even when you don't feel like it, You are depositing into a bank account of self-respect. And when that account is full, that is what confident feel likes. And that is what believing in yourself feel likes. It is not a feeling you wait for. It is a habit you build. See, there is a version of you, a specific, real, fully formed version that exists just on the other side of you believing in yourself. And right now, she is waiting. She has been waiting. And every day you stay stuck in the story of, I'm not ready, I'm not good enough. What if I fail? She waits a little longer. She is the version of you that takes up space unapologetically, who says yes to the opportunity before she feels ready, who builds the things, who speaks first in the room, who moves on from what no longer serves her without burning herself to the ground into the process. She exists. I promise you, she exists. And the only thing standing between you and her is the decision. The daily, boring, unglamorous decision to act like you believe in yourself before you fully feel it. You don't have to feel it first. You act first, then the feeling follows. That is how it works. That has always been how it works. Remember, you are not behind. You are not broken. You are not the sum of every time someone made you feel small or every time you made yourself small first. You are someone who is still there, who was this far, who somewhere deep down knows that they are capable of more and is just looking for permission to go get it. So here it is. Here is a permission. Not from me, but from you, the version of you that has always known, the version of you that tried before the doubt creeps in, the version of you that is still there. Quieter now, maybe, but not gone. So believe in her, starting today. Start with one promise you keep to yourself, just one. That is how it begins. That's it, guys. I hope you liked this video. Share this with someone who needed to hear it. And remember, I am forever in your corner and I will be always rooting for you. Till then, take care. I love you. Bye-bye.